I'm going to count down from 10 down to 1. Every number I count down, just imagine yourself drifting down deeper and deeper asleep with my voice and the music in the background. 10, drifting down deeper and deeper. 9, just let go of sleep. That's right, sleep, sleep. 8, deeper still now. Who the fuck was that? What the fuck are you doing? Deeper sleep, deeper and deeper now. Way down. 10, 9, 8, 7, down, deeper and deeper. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, all the way down. All the way down. Just let go of sleep, that's all. 2, 1, deep, profound sleep. Deep, profound sleep, 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 sleep. Just woke him up, he thought he was going to get some of that. Deep, profound sleep. Deep, deep sleep. All the way down, deeper sleep now. Don't fight it, don't resist it. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Each and every one of you on stage, listen carefully to me. Each and every one of you on stage, listen very carefully to me. I'm looking for those who can use their imagination with their eyes closed at all times unless I tell you otherwise. I'm looking for those who can use their imagination with their eyes closed at all times unless I tell you otherwise. At any time this evening, whenever I say the word sleep, as quickly as a snap of my fingers, as quickly as a snap of my fingers, your eyes will instantly close, your heavy head will fall forward onto your chest and onto the person next to you. You'll instantly go deep, deep asleep. At any time, whenever I say the words wide awake or wakey, wakey, you'll instantly be wide awake. You'll have an urge and desire to do everything I suggest to you. At any time this evening, whenever I say the word sleep, as quickly as a snap of my fingers, as quickly as a snap of my fingers, your eyes will instantly close, your heavy head will fall forward onto your chest, you will instantly go to sleep. Each and every time you go to sleep, you go deeper and faster than any time before. Whenever I say the words wide awake or wakey, wakey, you'll instantly be wide awake. You'll have an urge and desire to do everything I suggest to you. I'm looking for those that can use their imagination with their eyes closed at all times. Only those that can use their imagination with their eyes closed at all times. Each and every one of you on stage, listen very carefully to me. On the count of 3, on the count of 3, with your eyes closed, on the count of 3 with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine that the air conditioning in the room is completely cramped out. I want you to imagine it's completely cramped out. And I want you to imagine that it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter in the room. Your hands will separate unless they're already separated. I want you to imagine the only thing that you have to cool yourself down are your hands. You'll use your hands the best you can. Your hands are the only things that you can fan and cool yourself down. On the count of 3, I want you to imagine it's 110 degrees already in the room. The aircon is crapped out, and the only thing that you have to cool yourself down are your hands. You'll use your hands to cool yourself down. Your hands will separate unless they're already separated. On the count of 3, you'll realise it's clapped out and it's 110 degrees and getting hotter and hotter. With your eyes closed, 1, 2, 3. Now it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I want you now to imagine with your eyes closed, it's getting hotter and hotter. It's 110 degrees already. It's 110, 120. Use your hands and fan yourself. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. The only thing you have to cool yourself, you won't take any article of clothing off. Your hands getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Every time I click my fingers, it gets 10 degrees hotter and hotter. Fan yourself, it's getting so hot, it's 120 degrees now and getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Hotter, hotter and hotter. Hotter, hotter and hotter. Now it's getting so hot, hotter and hotter. Every time I click my fingers, it gets 10 degrees hotter and hotter. And hotter and hotter and hotter. Just fan yourself with your hands. That's the way. If I ask you to leave the stage at any time, you'll simply be wide awake, completely clear of any suggestions I've given you. Everybody else on stage, your hands, it's getting hotter and hotter. Your hands are the only things you can use to fan yourself. That's the way. Use your hands now. Use your hands. That's the way. That's it. It's getting so hot. Listen very carefully to me on the count of 3 this time. You'll realise that the aircon is actually okay, but it's gone the other way. It's actually cracked out, but it's minus 10 degrees. And the only thing you can do to warm yourself up is use your hands. 1, 2, 3. It's now freezing cold, getting colder and colder and colder. Freezing cold, it's minus 10. It's minus 10 and getting so cold now. Colder and colder and colder and colder. Every time I click my fingers, it gets 10 degrees colder now. It's colder, it's freezing cold now. If I touch on the shoulder, it's minus 20 degrees, getting colder. You can use your hands to warm yourself now. Warm yourself up now with your hands. That's the way. It's getting 20 degrees colder now and colder and colder. In fact, the only thing that you can use to warm yourself up, there's actually body heat coming from the person next to you. Hug the person next to you, it's getting colder and colder. Hug the person next to you, it's freezing cold. That's it, hug them now, that's the way. Hug them now.